I never imagined that one decision, made out of desperation, would change my life forever. My husband and I lived in Saudi Arabia. We were simple people, not highly educated. He worked long hours in a factory, and whatever little he earned, we stretched carefully, paying rent, buying groceries, thanking Allah for what we had, and sleeping with hope for a better tomorrow. But as months passed, expenses grew heavier, and hope began to feel thinner. One afternoon, a woman from our neighborhood mentioned a job. "There's an elderly Arab man," she said. "He's nearly blind. His wife passed away years ago. He needs help around the house, mostly washing dishes. The pay is good." I hesitated. Fear crept into my heart. Working in a stranger's house is never easy for a woman. But poverty has a way of silencing fear. The next day, I went. The man was gentle, soft-spoken, dignified. He lived with his 10-year-old daughter. She was quiet, lonely, and carried the sadness of a child who had lost her mother too early. Other servants were there, but no one truly cared for the girl. I couldn't help myself. Something inside me awakened. I began treating her like my own. Every day from morning till night, I worked sincerely. The man noticed. He trusted me. Slowly, other servants grew jealous. They whispered complaints, but he always stopped them. One evening, as I prepared to leave, he quietly placed money in my hand, far more than my salary. "This is too much," I protested. "Keep it," he replied calmly. "You are honest." He asked me not to tell anyone. That night, I couldn't sleep. Days later, he tried giving me money again. This time, I refused. "I do my duty," I said. "Please don't turn kindness into suspicion." After that, everything changed. One morning, his daughter fell seriously ill with fever. He stayed home from work, anxious and helpless. I cared for her non-stop, medicines, cold cloths, prayers whispered through exhaustion. That night, he asked me to stay. My husband agreed. When the child improved, the man again tried to reward me. I refused once more. "She isn't my blood," I said softly, "but she is my child and my heart." I had been married for 5 years. I had no children. Doctors, treatments, prayers, nothing changed my fate. I had stopped asking people and started asking Allah alone. Then came the night everything shattered. At 10 p.m., the man called urgently. "Please come," he said. "It's very important." My husband refused. For the first time, doubt entered his heart. I didn't go. The next morning, I walked to his house. Police cars, crowds, crying servants. My legs gave way. The man had tried to cross the road alone, with his walking stick, to reach my home. His daughter had been crying for me all night. A speeding car struck him before he could cross. He died trying to protect his child. I held the girl in my arms as she screamed. Days later, a lawyer arrived. The man had written a will. Part of his property was transferred to my name. And a letter, written in trembling words. "Please don't leave my daughter alone." My husband and I moved into that house, not for wealth, but for responsibility. Allah didn't give me a child from my womb. He gave me a child from destiny. Sometimes, what we lose becomes the doorway to what we were always meant to receive. Allah's plans are always greater than human understanding.